Good morning, Ada Sparks here with a word of hope. I'm hoping to catch some of what's going on in the background here. I have 3 hummingbird feeders, and it is that season right now where the hummingbirds are coming in. My dogs. Anyway, so the hummingbirds have zoned in on these 3 hummingbird feeders behind me, and hopefully they'll start coming in while I'm talking to you today. It's been fascinating. I've read about it and I've heard about it, but it's never happened on my back porch. But I have about 7, I think one day we may have had 8 hummingbirds all fighting over these 3 hummingbird feeders behind me. And this morning I was filling up this hummingbird feeder right here above my head. As I was hanging it back up, one of the hummingbirds literally almost attacked my hand as I was trying to hang it up. I was thinking to myself, I'm providing your food. Well, as I studied it, what I've learned is that the hummingbirds will decide this is our feeding place, and they will only want their offspring, them and their offspring, to eat this food, and none of the other hummingbirds are allowed to eat there. So they will dive bomb each other. I've seen them like stab each other, come in after each other and just start, knocking each other off of the feeder. It's been pretty violent on the back porch. We even had a friend sitting there yesterday who almost got hit in the face twice by a hummingbird. Very exciting times here. But I started thinking about how they're just protecting their family. They're just doing what they have to do to make sure that their family gets what they need. And I thought about the scripture in Joshua 24:15 that says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And I just am so inspired by these hummingbirds, by the fact that they are just vicious. You would think that they're just these precious little docile creatures, but they are not. They absolutely are not. And I wonder if we have that same tenacity when it comes to what is eternal for our families. Would we be willing to knock somebody off of the spiritual feeder and say, what is it that you are putting into your eternal being? No, get out of here. You're not going to feed that to my child. You're not going to put that into your being. I don't want you taking that in. Would we be willing to step in the gap for our children? Would we be willing to make sure that nothing else is going to take away their time or take away their attention? It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. And I just think about that as I watch these docile creatures, and I'm inspired by all that they do. And anyway, I just wanted to share that. I was really hoping that they were going to start doing this dog fight behind me and I could capture it on film. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to tune in, and in the meantime, be wise, not afraid. I'll try to tilt my camera that way. Maybe they'll come in if I stop talking. I can hear them.